Hello, I'm Lisa Miola. Welcome to Just Yoga. Today's session, baby got back. We're working on the lower back. Did you know that 80% of all Americans experience some kind of lower back issues during their lifetime? So my goal today is to show you how to take care of the lower back. So let's get started. We're going to start on our knees on our mat. And again, if you have a pillow or one of these kneel cushions nearby, I suggest you take advantage of it. Also, we'll be using a block today, or maybe some kind of thick book, if you have one nearby. Maybe a photo album, something with a little bit of solidity to it. Okay, very good. So we're on our hands and knees. Shoulders are over the wrists, wide fingers, hips are over the knees. So we're going to work on our cat pose. So hissing cat, we're going to round the spine, chin to chest, and just gently come back to that flat back tabletop. And again, moving into that cat, pushing the floor away from you, and flat back. Again. Give me a couple more. And you can start bringing the breath into this. Each movement matching the breath. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to work in the cow. So gently arching the spine, looking upward but not up. And returning into tabletop. Small move. And again, adding the breath when you're ready. One movement inhale, one movement exhale. I'm not even going to tell you when to do that. It's more important that you feel comfortable with your breathing than stressing about your breathing. So wherever you are, when you come back to the center, let's pause, regroup. And now we're going to blend the cat and the cow. So very gently moving into the cat, through the tabletop, pause, and then into the cow. Tabletop, pause, and into the cat. So really treating this lower back with love and care. You only have one, and you want to take care of it. Tabletop, cow. Tabletop, and cat. So wherever you are in your cat and cow and tabletop, let's just come together in our tabletop. So I'll ask you to curl the toes on the mat. And nice and easy, we're going to look over the shoulder towards the heel. Looking towards the left and the right. Nice and easy. Making S's with the spine. Nice and easy. Again, matching the breath, the movement, treating the spine with love and care and gentleness. If you're good to your body will be good to you. So wherever you are, come back into that tabletop position. We're going to do some gentle reaching and twisting. So taking the left arm up towards the sky, gentle twist towards the ceiling, and gently back to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Bigger movements now, warming up the body a little more. Nice. And if your shoulders are a little funky, you can reach towards just the side and not towards the ceiling. Whatever your body is sharing with you today, follow the lead. You can listen to my voice. Now follow my lead, but listen to your body. Okay? All right, we're all back in that tabletop position. And doing a little bit of core work. So we're going to just reach out through the left heel, tighten the core, and bring it back. And through the right, and bring it back. So keep up this alternating. Again, nice and gentle. Not very high. You see, I'm only going as high as the hip. We don't want to go way up. And then let's pause. Let's just take a minute to come up and just maybe roll out the wrists. So if your wrists are a little tender, delicate, you want to give them a break. Stretching them is good. Or you can always use those 1 potato, 2 potato fists and go right on the knuckles. So whatever serves you best today is where you're going to go. All right. Okay. So now when we push out that left foot, we're going to reach through the right hand. Shoulder height. Keep the core tight. Bring it back down. Nice and tight, strong, and bring it down. So we're not holding this very long, but you can feel what's happening. You're really working those core muscles to keep yourself from tipping one way or the other. If this seems too much, if you feel like you're tipping and you're not able to hold up, then go back to that one leg at a time and build up to reaching when you're ready. Or we can do opposite and alternating. One time with the arms and just one time with the feet. Okay, let's meet back in tabletop. And coming nice and easy up onto the knees. We're going to take that left leg forward. Knee is over the ankle. We are tall, tall, tall. And what we're going to do, we're not going to lean forward. We're going to take and kind of thrust this pelvic area forward. So you feel a little stretch in this pocket area on the right. So little thrust, little pushing through here. Arm is by your side, and we're breathing. Hip flexor stretch. It releases muscles in the back. There's a muscle that goes all the way through here and wraps around. So stretching this out is going to feel really good on your back. And we're breathing. So 20 to 30 seconds. And we'll relax that and swap. So setting yourself up. Knee stays over that ankle, and same thing here, this hip stays over the knee, and we're not leaning, we're kind of scooping the pelvis forward and up, like almost like a little bucket. There you go, you feel that? Nice. And breathe. Focus, bring your awareness and your focus to that area as well. So the mind and the body are working together to stretch that hip flexor muscle. Okay, so we're coming back to the first side. Again, left leg comes out, scooping through the right, little scoop. And then I'll ask you to take that right arm up and left arm down. So just a little bit of balance work thrown in the mix. Why not? And we're breathing, and we're balanced, and we're scooping, and we're stretching. We're doing it all. I think you can do anything if you put your mind to it, don't you? And relax everything, and we'll swap. Right foot forward, making sure that left hip is over the knee. Scoop it, bring up that left arm. And breathe. We're strong, we're stable, we're stretching. And release, relax. Come back down to both knees. So finding your block, your book, whatever item you've decided to use. If you have absolutely nothing, that's fine too. But little by little, we're going to start using more props. Again, just to keep us safe, not because we're weak, but because we are strong and we know we need to be safe, right? Okay. So coming up one foot at a time. Great. If you don't have a block, you can take your fist, bringing it in between two knees, making sure the distance between your knees and your feet are approximate. They should be kind of the same. Okay, so you don't want your feet out here or in here. Should be kind of the same. I'm going to use the block to keep myself honest. So you want it in between the thighs, not pressing against the knee. Okay, so we're starting here in our mountain pose. We are tall. We are rooted in our mats, lifting up the toes and gently fanning them down to the mat. Just taking a moment to check in with ourselves. How are we doing today? Maybe closing the eyes for a minute. Feeling good, feeling challenged. Okay. So we're going to work in some chair, but we're going to do some repetitions of chair and building up strength in our thighs. So the stronger we are in our legs, the less our back has to work to keep us upright. Okay, because the whole body, it's one big machine. It all works together, one big mechanical structure. So moving as if we were sitting down, pushing our bottom back, back, back. Knees do not go beyond your toes. So you can still see your toes on either side. And come back up. Excellent. Let's do that again. Sitting, 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 and coming back up. And again, counting 3, 2, 1. And all that weight, I kind of put more weight onto the heels. If that's where you wanted to focus, I would focus my energy on my heels. If you feel like moving into traditional chair, bringing up the arms, go right ahead. Again, that arm work, just frosting on the cupcake. So you're the yogi, so your choice. Doing good. So we're halfway there. We're actually going to do 10. So if you want to mix up the sitting with the arms. So sitting and arms. And sitting. And arms. Are your thighs feeling it? I would imagine so. I would imagine so. Okay, last one. Make it a good one. We'll stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay. Let's take the block. We'll put it down. We may need it later on. Okay. I'll move my pad out of the way. We're going to open up the legs nice and wide. Toes pointed, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Reaching up into this nice giant X. And coming in, hips and elbows meeting. And at the top, bring the palms together and then coming down the center, kind of into a squat. Good. And then back into our moonflower. And then coming into our horse stance. Nice. Building up a little more heat in the body. We're going to need it. Take your time. Make sure you're breathing. And coming into this squat, we're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Come right back up. Heel toe the feet in. So making our way down to the floor, and as you know in the past, we use our chair, yes, making the floor a little higher, making yoga more accessible. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward folds, coming down one knee at a time. One knee, two knee. Push that away. And again, we're back on our knees and finding that pad. So we're in our tabletop position. We're going to curl the toes and we're coming into traditional plank. And then we're going to drop the knees. We're going to tighten that core and go up again. Traditional plank, tighten the core. We're going to do these 10 times. And this is 3, 2, 1. Drop it. And 4, 2, 1. Down. Hold it. 5, 2, 1. Down. 6, 2, 1. And 7, 2, 1. Down. 8, 2, 1. Down. 9, 2, 1. And last one, 2, 3. And you're done. Excellent. So going on to our side, leaping the side body. So we want to have not just strong core and lower back. Again, all these muscles work together in harmony. So we want to make sure these side muscles, these oblique muscles, also are strong. So we're going to be on our forearm, legs extended, slightly bent, and we're going to go up onto a side plank. Small move. That's it. Just introducing this and up. So not doing the strength training on our arms and shoulders. I really want to just focus on these side muscles. So again, we're going to do 10 of these. This is 4. I don't have anyone to count for me. So hopefully you're forgiving if I do one less or one extra. And breathing. I exhale when I exert myself. Just throwing that at you. I think I have one more. Terrific. So you can stay on that forearm or you can stretch the arm out. Maybe relax your head a little. And now we're going to work this top hip. So we're going to do it in parts. We're going to stretch the leg out, lift it hip height, lower, and then bring it back on top of starting to the starting position. So stretch, up, down, return. Stretch, up, down, return. Keep it going. Up, down, return. This is 4, down, return. 5, up, down, return. 6, up, down. 7, up, down. You starting to feel it yet? 8, up, down. 9, up, down, return. Last one. Push, up, down, return. Excellent. Let's use that top arm, and we're going to swing ourselves around, and we're going to do the other side. So setting ourselves up. So the legs can, I have a small bend in my knees. You decide how much of a bend you think you're going to need. If it seems like you're struggling, you may want to bring the knees, bend the knees a little more. If you think it's too easy, you can straighten them out a little more. I'm just somewhere in between. I'm just going right in the middle, the average bend. So you be the master of your own body. Okay, so again, pushing up and down, up and down. Take it slow. You want to add some hooray arms. Go right ahead if you're feeling powerful. Maybe it'll motivate you. I have 2 more. 9. And last one, 10. I'll put my arm up. Hooray, because we're done. Okay. And lowering onto the arm. And we're going to take those legs up, work the hips. So extend, up, down, return. Push, up, down, return. It's not a big lift. Push, up, down. Keep the foot flexed. Up, down, return. Push, up, down, and back. Push, up, down, and back. We're almost there, halfway there. Push, up, down, and back. Push, up, down, and back. 8, up, down. 9, down. Last one, 10, up, down, and return. Excellent. So coming back up, let's come on to our hands and knees. And again, if you need a chair, chair is here. We're coming up 1 foot, 2 feet, and sweeping the arms all the way up, palms together, and bringing it down. So working into a little bit of balance. As always, it's always good to include a little bit of balance every single day. So if you're not doing a video, do it on your own. Even just lifting the foot up for a little bit. Just do something. Keep yourself stable. But today we're going to do figure 4. So taking that left leg up. Ankle is on the knee. That feels good, right? You feel good? And now we're going to sit into that chair. Aren't you glad we did all those chair moves? Sitting back, back, back. Feeling a nice stretch through the hips. Breathing deep. Adding arms if you choose. And nice and easy coming to standing and releasing the leg. Other side, evening it out. So right ankle on the left knee, just above the knee. Palms together. Ooh. And aren't you glad you have a chair nearby? Huh? Sitting back, oh, feeling a nice stretch through the right. Finding something to focus on. Adding the arms if you choose. And then nice and easy when you're ready, coming out. Excellent. So moving into dancer pose. And I like this because, again, we're going to stretch this hip flexor a little bit. And we're going to balance. So taking the left elbow into the hip. We did a lot of those already. Taking that left foot back. So knees are together here. Arm extended on the right. And just hinging at the hips, hinging down, down, down. Foot pressing into the hand pressing into the foot. And nice and easy coming back. And release. Okay. Shall we do the other side? Yes, of course. Right hand on the hip. Right foot comes back. Knees are together. Making sure you're stable on the left leg. Extend that left arm. Nice and easy, hinging at the hips. Hinging, not lifting the other leg, hinging. And coming in and bring it down. Excellent. So you feel that little bit of a stretch when you bring that leg back on either side, yes? And the standing leg is doing all the work. So excellent, excellent job. All right, let's make our way back down to the floor and make sure we have a block nearby. Okay, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. So one knee comes down and the other. So taking our block, our book, whatever, and making it tall. We're going to put it in between our feet, right by the ankles. And we are tall, tall, tall. Toes are curled. So taking our fists, strong fists, into the lower back, we're going to move into our camel pose, which again is not about the lower back, it's about the upper back. So keeping this lower back strong and vertical, and moving that upper back like a string. Someone's pulling a string from the center of our chest. So we're going to go up and back, looking skyward. And then we're going to kind of reach back and find the block. Finding one side of the block And then maybe finding the other side of the block or the top of the block. And if you're not finding the block at all, don't reach for it, don't struggle for it. Come back to those fists in your back. Because we want to honor the integrity of the pose, which is the upper back, not the lower back. And breathing. And then wherever you are, if you don't have your hands in that lower back, bring them to the lower back and relax. Great. Removing the block. We're going to cross the feet at the ankles and coming onto our bottoms and bringing the feet in front. So knees are bent. We're going to kind of move the flesh of the buttocks back. And then we're on our sits bones. So imagine you were kind of slouching. We're nice and tall and finding those two bony structures in your bottom. And nice and easy, we're going to contract the abdominals. We're going to raise the arms, and one at a time, we're going to lift the leg up. One. And the other leg. Two. Try not to collapse. Okay? Staying nice and tall. One leg. And the other. Oh, that feels good. Feels good. One leg. Two. And one. Last two. One. And two. Let's cross the legs. And we're going to come and flip over onto our knees. And pushing back into extended child's pose, reaching forward, bringing the head towards the mat. And if it's not as comfortable as you would like it, feel free to widen the knees, keeping the toes to touch. And we're going to pull ourselves forward, extend the legs back, coming down on our forearms, and then bend the knees together, 90 degrees. And we're just going to do these windshield wipers side to side. Just mild stretch for that lower back. And then releasing down through the toes, reaching forward. Nice big stretch, 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 stretch. So we're not moving our chest off the mat, just elongating the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And relax. And bringing the forearms down. And yogi's choice, you can rest on either cheek or bring your forehead to the arms, whatever feels comfortable for these last few moments of Shavasana. Maybe taking a moment as you close the eyes, considering everything we have to be grateful for today. And again, this body, this amazing body, all that it can do. Our legs that carry us, Allow us to run and dance and jump. Our arms, let us hold hands and hug and touch. Our eyes see beautiful sunrise and sunset, birds and flowers. Our ears that hear the babies cry, the babbling brook. The nose that lets us smell chocolate chip cookies or turkey on Thanksgiving. The mouth for talking, tasting, and kissing, yawning. What a blessing. When you're ready to move along with the day, you start to bring your awareness back to the space, the mat underneath you, maybe the sounds in or out of your space. And gently lifting the head and pushing up and back into that child's pose. Coming into tabletop, blinking open the eyes, moving into our easy seated position. And just gently making some small circles here at the torso. And in the opposite direction. And bringing the palms together and just taking a moment to consider all that we've done today. I thank you for joining me to share your practice today. I bow to each and every one of you with love, joy, and gratitude. Namaste. I'll see you soon.